When it comes to wedding gifts, most people will be happy with a set of crockery, maybe a donation towards the honeymoon, or perhaps just a toaster. So how would you feel if you got a castle? Find out who received this lavish gift and exactly where I am in just a moment. Today's house hunters are trading in their London home for the space that comes with country life, both outside and in. I don't know if you have that sort of facility back home.
Oh, look, his and hers sink. And plenty of cupboard space for all my clothes, so...
No comments?
Yes, quite. And one half of our couple can't quite take in everything that's on offer.
I'm actually blown away.
Today I'm in North Yorkshire, and this is the magnificent Ripley Castle close to the Yorkshire Dales. It's home to the Inglebys and has been in the very same family name since 1309, when Sir Thomas Ingleby married heiress Edwina Thwenge and received this castle as a dowry. Now, for over 700 years, the family have endured civil wars, religious unrest, recessions and even plague, and have still managed to keep hold of this historical landmark. A truly magnificent wedding present that really has stood the test of time. North Yorkshire, covering an area of over 3,300 square miles, virtually spans coast to coast across the neck of England. A staggering 40% of the county is made up of beautiful national parks, and to the south lies the market town of Skipton. Its castle, built in 1090, is unmissable with 6 impressive drum towers. It was the only royalist stronghold in the north of England, finally surrendering to Cromwell in 1645. Lying in the wooded Dale of Rye are the haunting remains of Rievaulx Abbey. With its towering arches and pillars, it was the 12th century powerhouse for the Cistercian order of monks. Their desire was to follow a strict life of prayer with little contact from the outside world, so the Abbey's remote location was well suited. To the east lies the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. Planned by the renowned engineer George Stephenson in 1836, today this steam heritage line carries over 350,000 passengers a year on its 18 miles of track. So with North Yorkshire's national heritage, staggering open countryside and historic towns, it's probably not surprising that it's full steam ahead when it comes to attracting would-be escapees. The average price of a detached house here in North Yorkshire comes in at just under £280,000, which is around £20,000 below the national figure. But it's not just the attractive prices and housing stock that's pulling people to this area. Well-regarded local schools and great rail links means that people are flocking here from as far afield as London. And it's from the capital that today's buyers are looking to escape. Company accounts manager Chris and his events coordinator wife Kat currently live in the London suburb of North Finchley with their 2 sons, 7-year-old Sam and Oliver, who's 6.
We've been in Finchley for 8 years, and together we've been in London for close to 19 years. We're getting to that stage now where we want to move out into the country, just to have that next stage for the boys to enjoy the outdoors, and London doesn't really give us that.
Our couple's 5-bed terraced Finchley home is located within a great community and close to amenities. But as Chris and Kat both have country roots, they now feel they need more room and a more rural outlook for their growing family.
We've chosen to move to Yorkshire because it's closer to my family. We wanted to move out of London and try and find a much bigger place to enjoy the countryside, and we figured actually moving north would be the obvious choice for financial reasons and close to the bigger cities where we can both work.
I grew up in a really rural village. Well, it wasn't even a village, it was more of a hamlet. And so that way of life really appeals to me. And North Yorkshire is just stunning.
Creating more family time is a major driver for this move, and relocating to North Yorkshire will give them all a chance to expand on their hobbies.
We're a pretty active family, and at the weekends, as well as getting out on our bike and going for walks, we also enjoy playing tennis. The boys like playing football. When I grew up in the countryside, I loved horse riding, and so that's something I'd really dearly like to pick up again when moving to North Yorkshire, is to get back into riding.
So, all in all, this escape seems to be shaping up to be a really positive move for everyone. And I mean everyone.
Friends up north are looking forward to having us back, and the friends in London are just happy that we're making this this move, and they're really looking forward to coming to see us.
Chris and Kat would like to focus their search within the golden triangle of Harrogate, York and Leeds, and are happy to cross the border into West Yorkshire. I'm catching up with them to find out a little bit more about what they're looking for from their ideal country property. Welcome both of you to North Yorkshire. Now this is a big, bold move, isn't it? I mean, you're living in a very comfortable part of North London where people seem to have the best of both worlds.
Yes, it's a big upheaval. Really exciting, but I must admit it was been really difficult telling people, and the boys initially kind of a bit nervous and apprehensive, but also really excited.
This is the golden triangle we're talking about, aren't we? You know, Harrogate, Leeds and York. Very popular part of the world.
Yes.
For all the reasons you probably love it as well, isn't it? It's beautiful, you've got access to the Dales as well. But this work thing, how long are you prepared to be in the car going to and from work?
I'd say maximum an hour. I'm doing an hour in London at the minute, so, you know, an hour would be fine, but any shorter would be fantastic. OK, let's go through your shopping list then.
So, 4 bedrooms, lovely big kitchen for entertaining, possibly an outbuilding, maybe something that, you know, be great to be able to have friends to stay, and if there was somewhere with a bit of outside space that had an outbuilding where there was an annex.
We'd like something with a bit of history behind it.
Right.
You know, something not too modern.
What kind of environment are you looking for?
So it would be nice to be in a community, a village community or just out of town, but somewhere that's got a nice pub, a village hall, a school, you know, something where there's, you know, things going on that we can get involved in.
Everybody wants to be on the edge of a village, but they want a bit of land, the 1 acre to 2 acres. Is that a deal breaker?
No, I mean, if it was around countryside that wasn't owned by us, and that's lovely, you know, we're looking out to fields and that's wonderful.
What budget have you given yourself to achieve this?
We've got a budget of 800,000, max £850,000.
OK, well, look, we've got some cracking properties lined up. Let's see if we can find the right one for you. Come with me.
Exciting, thank you.
With a maximum budget of £850,000, Chris and Kat want a detached character home, a large kitchen diner, 4 bedrooms, land without buildings, and that all-important village location. We've found some fantastic properties to tempt them with, and at each one I'll be asking them to guess the price before I reveal it. And one will be our mystery house, which may have our couple praying for divine intervention to help them make the right choice. Of course, this big move up here, it's about the kids and giving them a better quality of life, a different way of life, if you like. Have you tried to bribe your boys with potential pets or anything like that? Have
You said it.
Have you really?
It didn't take much bribery, though.
No, they were talking about it anyway, so we realised that was a good carrot to dangle. You know.
Definitely.
So puppies on the cards, I think.
Oh, wow. Our first property is located just over the West Yorkshire border in the village of Walton, just 3 miles from the market town of Wetherby. With its narrow streets, many flanked with honey-coloured York stone buildings, Wetherby can trace its roots back to 1086. It has a great range of shops, including a post office, coffee bars, restaurants, pubs and numerous general stores. The town even has World War II connections with Hollywood glamour, as silver screen heartthrob Clark Gable was stationed at nearby RAF Marston Moor. Let's hope we can bring a little bit of Tinseltown excitement with our first house back in Walton. Now come right in, because I'm hoping you'll get a really nice view of this substantial pile of stone.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Lovely garden as well. Stunning from the outside. Lovely.
You've got local pub.
Yes.
You've got a local cricket club.
Ooh,
OK.
Good for the boys.
Yes.
Now, you've got an Ofsted-rated good school within about a mile, but you've got Wetherby just a couple of miles up the road.
Fantastic.
Let's go inside. Built in 1870, this beautiful detached stone farmhouse was fully refurbished a few years back to provide up-to-date 21st century living. Yet it retains many 19th century character features. We're heading straight to the expansive living room.
Oh, it's lovely. Really light, lovely big windows.
Yeah, nice high ceilings.
Well, you pointed out those windows from outside.
Yeah. Well, sometimes in like houses that have got lots of character, you get the smaller windows and it seems a bit dark inside, but you can't say the same for this property. It's lovely.
Back home, are you kitchen dwellers? Are you living
Probably
room?
the kitchen, yeah.
Yeah, we're kitchen.
Somewhere where we can all meet.
Let's keep looking around.
Okay.
The heart of the home, as in most people's houses, is the kitchen.
Oh, lovely. Nice big
Yeah,
kitchen
really good.
and, you know, sociable as well. So when you're cooking and preparing the food, you can chat to people, glass of wine. Yeah, it's good.
Now, for when you do your hyacinth bouquet bits,
Okay.
you've got a formal dining room at the top end of the
Oh,
house and a snug, but it will be a decent-sized living room in
Yeah.
most other people's houses.
Yeah.
Just behind me here, you've got a
Okay.
utility room, really
Excellent.
good-sized utility room, which means you get all the white goods
Yeah.
that you don't normally
Yeah.
use out of the kitchen.
That would be a real benefit.
Upstairs next, let me
Okay,
squeeze through.
after you.
Thank you very much. From the kitchen, we make our way to the main hallway, where the staircase leads up to the first floor. Doors from a spacious landing open to reveal 4 bright and airy bedrooms, one of which has an ensuite shower. There's also a very large modern family bathroom with separate shower area. And we're making our way into the largest of the bedrooms. This is your master,
Right.
OK?
Lovely size.
Yeah.
Lovely
Really
features
nice.
as well with a fireplace. Really pretty.
Now you've got a walk-through wardrobe with an ensuite. I'm going to take a quick
Right,
peek.
okay.
I don't know if you have that sort of facility back home.
No. Oh, look, his and hers sink. And
Okay.
plenty of cupboard space for all my clothes, so...
No comments?
Yes, quite. So,
No, it's...
4 bedrooms.
Yeah.
The other with an ensuite, which, you know, you want your guests to be comfortable, not having to use the family bathroom. So you've got 3 bathrooms in total on this floor.
Wow, really?
It's big, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's big, yeah.
Well, you both sound very positive to
Yeah.
this. But I want to show you something that you'll get in this house that you just can't get in London. Follow me.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Back out onto the hallway and up a second staircase, we find a surprising bonus space hidden away at the top of the house. Now, of course, you probably could get this in London if you were a Premiership footballer.
Oh, wow!
Wow.
This is
My word.
amazing. Yeah, I'm
is clearly my
genuinely
space,
blown
yeah.
away. No,
It's lad
the
space,
boys,
isn't
it's
it?
the
Come
boys.
on.
Yeah.
OK, lad space. Yeah, it's fantastic. And actually, our eldest plays the guitar, and the youngest would definitely want to play the
Yeah,
drums
yeah.
because he's that sort of personality.
So, you like what you
Yeah,
see?
yeah,
Let's
definitely.
walk through the house out to the garden and then start thinking about price, OK?
Oh, gosh.
I'm getting the feeling Kat and Chris can really see the positives that come with this house, and I'm confident they'll be impressed with what's on offer outside. So quite a private area here for your barbecues, but something a bit different here.
Wow. Wow.
This field is leased.
OK.
Ah, OK.
It was initially a 15-year lease. There's 5 years unexpired. So if you buy this house, you have this field for 5 more years.
Yeah.
OK.
And in that time, you've got
Your option
enough time to negotiate, or maybe if you can buy it.
It's a really nice surprise, unexpected.
Now then, difficult thing is pricing it.
OK. I shall go in with around £800,000.
OK?
Yeah, I was thinking just below, but not far off.
This house is on the market £850,000.
OK.
OK.
And that's come down just shy of, well, just under £900,000. So
OK.
they've given it a substantial price reduction.
OK.
But you've got a
Yeah.
lot of property here. Your job now is to go back into the house and have a good think about it. And I'll meet you outside whenever you're done. All right?
Great.
Thank you
See you
very
here.
much.
At £850,000, this beautifully renovated 19th century farmhouse is at the top of Kat and Chris's budget. But it does give them a fantastic living space, which includes a great kitchen diner, 4 double bedrooms, lots of land, and that all-important village location.
The house is fantastic. I really like it. From the outside, lovely garden, lovely grounds. When you came inside, all the rooms are really good sizes, and actually you could move straight in. There's nothing that you need to do to the property.
I think this house is lovely. It's got a lot of potential. There's certainly a few surprises in there. The attic, certainly we didn't see that one come in. And this paddock certainly gives us something to think about.
So, your first viewing.
Yes.
Yep. How's it
Great.
feel? Is the dream getting closer?
It's a great
Yeah.
start.
Yeah,
really
absolutely. Good
positive.
start.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully something to compare the other two with.
Yeah.
Come with me. Yorkshire's open moorland and dales have long been associated with farming. But how many of us would have guessed a little bit of Spain has landed right here in the heart of the Yorkshire countryside? With Kat and Chris longing for a rural escape, we thought we'd send them to meet farmer and butcher Chris Wildman to find out more about this continental invader.
So what kind of food products do you make here?
So we make our traditional butchery, so pork, beef, lamb, but then we've kind of diversified those products into doing more cured products, so Italian salami, and also obviously the Spanish Yorkshire chorizo. And that was kind of because we had to, normal fresh meat just wasn't really selling as well as I'd hoped. So I diversified into doing more cured products, which has got a longer shelf life, and also they were getting quite trendy and people really liked the idea. We can just go down to the butchery and have a look. It's just down here, shall we go?
Brilliant.
Great. The traditional Spanish chorizo can be eaten cooked, or as many like it, after a few weeks curing. To get an idea of how this sausage delicacy is made, Kat and Chris are getting a crash course in Chris's chorizo preparation area. The ingredients consist of minced pork, salt, paprika, pepper, and a top-secret spicy addition. With this already prepared, they're ready to begin making the chorizo sausage.
So we'll get some pepper in there, some salt, straight in here, and then we'll do some mixing. And we'll just literally mix it in.
So how long do you need to leave it to cure it before we can actually try it?
3 to 5 weeks is the standard time, really, for the full curing process. We're looking to lose about 30% in weight, and then that means it's going to be a fully cured chorizo.
Chris makes around 100 sausages a week using this tried and tested recipe. Once thoroughly mixed, we're ready for the next stage.
Right, so this is where the sausages are made.
It is. So we're literally going to put the meat into this nice old filler. Just need to make sure we get the air out of here. So all we're going to do is push the meat into the skins, and then you just control the speed with your left hand. So we're not overfilling, but we're not underfilling. That's it. Do you want to have a go?
Go on then. Well, you go, Chris.
There you go. So just gently on there, and then wind away.
You have to have quite a long
great.
reach.
Great.
Yeah, super.
I'll have a go as well, yeah, definitely. So it's not as easy as it looks. You've got to have quite a lot of control over the handle. Ooh.
That's great, and stop.
Oh, gosh.
The secret to a good chorizo is in the curing. It's vital the filled skins are hung in a humidity and temperature-controlled environment, allowing the meat to dry out slowly. And once it's ready, our couple can sample this full of flavour sausage.
Here we go, here we've got
Fantastic.
the samples to try.
Yeah, what we've been looking forward to. So what we've got here, we've got your Yorkshire chorizo.
Yeah, so this is the original
Yeah.
Yorkshire chorizo. So
we
have
dig
a
in?
little
Yeah,
piece
go
of
on
that
then.
one
Yeah.
first.
Actually, no, you can really get the
Yeah, you get it
picante.
a few seconds after.
Yeah.
What would you recommend eating this with?
It's great with white fish, scallops, on some pasta. Kids love it usually.
Let's hope we can conjure up our own appealing delight as we head back to our property search. Our second house is located in the North Yorkshire village of Branton Green, around 4 miles south of the small town of Boroughbridge. This quaint market town offers everything Kat and Chris could want from their new life in the country. A butcher supplying locally farmed meats, great cafes and bars, all wrapped up in an attractive high street. Back in Branton Green, there's a post office and stores, as well as a church. And hopefully, the house we've come to see will live up to our buyers' expectations. In a lot of ways, what you've asked for is a stereotypical escape to the country home. So we found you one.
Yes,
Wisteria around the front door. She's gorgeous, isn't she?
absolutely stunning.
Yeah, beautiful.
I love the wisteria.
Well, this village is called Branton Green, but it almost forms part of Great Oostburn.
Right.
They're right next door to each other. And so just a walk from your front door, you've got the local post office and shop.
It all looked a short walk away. We drove past a cricket pitch as well and an amazing sports centre.
The cricket club has a really good junior section to it as well. Pretty much the first thing the owner of this house said to me, he said, oh, they've got boys that like the cricket here.
Oh, fantastic.
Now then, the property itself. Built in the late 1800s.
Wow, it is really
Absolutely
pretty.
beautiful.
It looks pretty big as well.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know how many bedrooms it's got. I mean,
I'm almost running out of fingers. Let me show
really?
you. Come on.
Oh, wow.
This Grade 2 listed double-fronted Victorian property is split over 3 floors. On the ground floor, there's no shortage of space, with 3 separate reception rooms and a large farmhouse kitchen. We're starting off our tour in the living room at the front of the house. Now, there's a few living rooms to draw upon.
Oh, this is
This is my
really
favourite.
cosy. Love that fireplace.
Amazing.
Well, these are normally on the tick list of people that are
Yeah,
moving out of the big city, aren't they?
Yeah.
I think anybody that moves here will probably have to put their own touch on this place. You know, try and maybe think about lighting the rooms in a perhaps more modern way. But you've got this room, which is bigger than the other reception room on the other side of the main entrance hall.
Yeah.
I don't know, you can imagine nice, warm,
Yeah, it's
you know,
cosy,
winter's
isn't it?
evenings in here with this fire on. It's lovely, really nice and cosy.
really nice.
Let's go to the kitchen.
Okay, follow you.
You've got downstairs loo just through there.
Right.
The kitchen is the modern part of the property.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, totally different.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
But it works.
No,
doesn't
it
it?
completely
Yeah.
works, and it's really homely
I
as
wasn't
well.
expecting it. So.
And a great, you know, space to have off the kitchen, cosy for the family.
Really bright, and it windows literally the full length of the property.
Yeah.
And they just look out onto your land and gardens. And there's also a small room through there. That's like the 3rd separate reception room.
okay.
So all their stuff is out of the way.
No, it's fantastic. Really light. I'm looking forward to seeing outside as well.
And split over the 1st and 2nd floors. They're overflowing with warmth and character and have a real cosy feel. There's also 2 modern family bathrooms. And next, we're heading for the biggest of the 6 bedrooms. I think we're all right head height.
Yeah, definitely, we're fine.
But
Oh, wow.
bags of character.
Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. A lovely room and an ensuite. Really big windows as well, so plenty of light.
I know you're very positive walking around in the first house, but you look more comfortable in this one.
I feel really positive about it.
This has the character that we're after, certainly,
yeah.
doesn't it?
It reminds me, some of the features remind me of sort of growing up in the family homes I was around, definitely.
You'll have loads of rooms to look around,
Yes.
including a lovely space above us. I'm dying to show you what's outside, so come with
Okay,
me.
yeah, no, can't wait.
The property stands in a 1-acre plot with an additional rented 3.5-acre paddock attached. To the rear, there's a large lawned area complete with a shepherd's hut, which is bound to appeal to their 2 sons. And for Chris and Kat, this place has more outbuildings than you could shake a stick at. Stables, a workshop, a carport, and this, a fantastic stone barn which is overflowing with possibilities. So you'll be pleased to hear that this building is contained within the property.
Right.
OK? It actually predates the house we've been looking at.
Yes, you can tell by...
You've got
This is
plenty
amazing.
of space for residential accommodation. It's got electricity supplied to it. It's got chickens inside it, you can hear it at the moment. But it's also got water as well. I mean,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
primed and ready. This is an amazing project, but it's something you never have to do if you don't want to.
No.
There's a wonderful workshop in there. There's a tack store, because you want the tack for the horses you keep in your 1-acre paddock.
Oh, my word. Wow.
For a first-time equestrian property, if you like, I mean, this is it.
I'm absolutely blown away. I'm actually in tears.
Ticking a lot of
Look
the
at
wish list, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
yeah.
I'm actually blown away.
Look at you.
I know.
Oh. These are the emotions and the reactions I was hoping I'd get. Just as long as you're not allergic to
Can't
chickens.
speak. Yeah, no, it's absolutely lovely. It really reminds me of lots of things. I'm completely blown away. It's really
It's
sweet.
got everything.
How much would you pay for it?
I think it's going to be more than 850. I'm going to go for 875.
All right.
What do you think?
I'm going to go for over 900, 915.
Good guessing.
Really? My eyes are still watering.
I'm afraid it is over budget.
Yeah.
On the market at £875,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Spot on, but...
Spot on. And we've spoken to the owner, and because they know your position, they said they would entertain offers of around £850,000.
Oh, my goodness.
So you could get this on budget.
That'd be incredible.
That would be
Yeah.
unbelievable. I'm completely... Well, I'm speechless. It's amazing.
There's so much to the property, isn't there?
There's so much you haven't even seen yet.
Yeah.
And I feel like that, yeah, there is.
So have a refresh. Go back and have a look at everything on your own. I'll catch up with you in a moment.
Thank you.
Well, fantastic reactions to, well, quite clearly a fantastic property. It gives them everything they wanted in the location with the village, in the beautiful property, but also people like to have something else, something they haven't thought out. And this property here gives them just that, something for maybe Chris to get involved in the future. I'm really pleased in how this has gone. At £875,000, but with room to negotiate, this Grade 2 listed character house seems a perfect fit for our couple. It features a large kitchen diner, 6 bedrooms, masses of outside space, a partly converted barn, stables, and it's all in a great edge of village location.
Wow. Wow! Oh, my goodness. Oh, my word. I think I've fallen in love with this house. Absolutely love it. We've got a ready-made play area. I can't believe
Get a table
it.
tennis table in here now.
Yeah, you could.
My head and heart are both aligned, I would say. This looks like an amazing investment in the property. It ticks a lot of the wish list that we set out at the beginning, and it really has everything we've asked for.
I can't believe the space, and this is the driveway. So you drive in here. Yes, a few tears. I think it was just bringing back a lot of memories, a lot of nostalgia, things from my childhood that actually I'm looking to recreate with my family and my children.
You have to get used to that door, won't you?
No, that's a substantial door.
So, substantial house and property.
Yeah,
You like this, didn't you?
Yeah,
I really like
liked
it.
Well, that's all we're going to look at today. Hopefully something really good to think on tonight.
Definitely.
Shall we go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris and Kat, along with their 2 young sons, are looking to leave the busy North London suburb of Finchley to set up home in North Yorkshire with a budget of £850,000. Still to come, we've got the mystery house, which could be blessing our 2 buyers with their perfect escape to the country.
Oh, my word. I was going to say holy moly, but yeah.
And I'll be getting a bit of extra support to help me on all my house hunting travels. Look at that, the detail on it is amazing. Well, I'm pleased to report there seems to be a bit of a buzz around the Escape to the Country camp this morning because I think we all feel we've got 2 great properties already in the bag. And with that in mind, and because we're going to see the mystery house, we're prepared to take a bit of a gamble. Now, Kat has already alluded to the fact that she's prepared to compromise on that outside space. And if she's prepared to sacrifice that land, well, all my prayers could well be answered. Our mystery house is in the village of Clifford, back across the county border into West Yorkshire. And only a mile and a half to the north are the varied amenities of Boston Spa. As its name suggests, this spa town gained its spurs in 1744 when John Shires discovered sulphur springs in the surrounding magnesium limestone hills. But within decades, the town's nurturing waters had lost out to nearby Harrogate. Today, Boston Spa's retail therapy is more appealing, boasting 2 public houses, a host of eateries, a general store and post office. And back in Clifford, this small village is not without its attractions either. Now, this village, 2 churches, outnumbered by 3 pubs. That's
Sounds
all right,
good.
isn't it?
Good start.
Perfect odds.
That's 2 you can get banned from and still have friends in the village. I don't know why I'm looking at you. Do you like it here?
It's very
It's
pretty.
lovely. Yeah, really
Really
nice.
nice.
Very pretty.
But there was at least one other place of worship in the village which has now been converted into our mystery house. In we come. Something a little bit different.
Very different.
What is it? A church? It's
What would you say if I was to say it ended life as a converted nunnery?
Okay. Oh, yes, you can see the cross above the door.
Yeah. Keep an open mind. It's something very
It's very
different. Now,
pretty.
we think we've got 2 really good options in the bag, so
Yeah.
we've really mixed it up with the mystery house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
why
why
not?
not?
Let's
Yeah,
go.
absolutely.
This Grade 2 listed former nunnery dates back to 1847 and still has its chapel within the grounds. The house itself has been beautifully renovated while still retaining a host of period features. Let's start with one of the 2 reception rooms on this raised ground floor.
Very nice.
yeah, it's
Yeah?
really big, really big. Windows both sides as well, makes
Yeah,
it
it's
incredibly
really
bright.
light. And it's a great size. I mean, it's enormous, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And this house is slightly different in the way it's laid out. The fact that you've got this reception room here, you can just sneak a peek through there to more of a snug or a music
Yeah.
room.
Still pretty big.
Yeah. And then downstairs, as we'll see, you've got the cooking area.
All right, okay.
Let's keep walking around.
Okay.
See if you can adapt to
Yeah.
a very different kind of house. Come with me. Heading out of the living room, we descend the main staircase to the lower ground floor. So on the lower ground floor, we've got a really
Oh,
good-sized
lovely.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, really lovely kitchen. Downstairs, but actually really light and airy.
You've done a
Great
good,
for-
good job on the
Yeah.
conservatory here.
But big, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's
really
big.
big. Really well done.
Now, you've got a room next door. OK, it serves at the moment as a spare bedroom, but I thought,
right.
you know, if you were to come downstairs to do your cooking, you'd either have that as a little TV room or just as a formal dining room, wouldn't you? But let's have a peek at one of the bedrooms, just so you
Okay.
see the dimensions of it, and then we'll go outside,
Yeah,
OK? Come with me.
okay.
That concludes the living accommodation on the lower and ground floors. Up on the first floor, there are 3 double bedrooms, which all have their own particular style. They're served by a beautiful modern family bathroom. And we're making our way to the largest of the 3 bedrooms, complete with its own ensuite. The master bedroom has all the character.
Oh, yeah, lovely bedroom.
The
lovely
developer was
light.
made to keep as much of this as possible. It's great
Yeah.
to listed, this building is.
Okay, yes.
Look at it, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, no, they've made a great job.
3 bedrooms on this floor.
Right.
Okay.
All right, which means you might have to sacrifice the dining room that might have the dining
Okay.
on the
So
very lower
the
floor.
one that you've got
Yeah.
as a bedroom is the 4th.
Or your guests would sleep in their very own chapel.
Yes, I
Out
know.
here.
I've been
Come with me.
wondering what is over there.
Despite there being a lot of accommodation on offer, Kat's suspicions are correct. There's even more to explore. As we head outside, I'm hoping the next self-contained portion of this house won't fail to impress. Now, I distinctly remember you saying on your shopping list you wanted a chapel. Right?
Oh, my word. I'm going to say holy moly, but yeah. I don't know what to say. Unbelievable.
incredible, isn't it?
Well, I won't have to go far on Sunday morning, will I?
I bet even you'd still be late for this.
Or is it party Saturday night and you get very irreverent?
yeah, probably more likely. What would you use it for?
It'd be a games room, wouldn't it? And a party room, absolutely.
Yeah,
Couldn't be
definitely.
anything else.
Must take quite a lot to heat it, though.
You've got underfloor heating.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Thought of
Which is
everything.
handy. Yeah, well, it's handy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's stunning. And, but for me, I was just saying to Chris, it's a little bit like city living in the countryside, isn't it? It's still not right.
Let's go outside
Yeah.
so you can start having a bit of a guess toward the
Goodness
price.
me.
The mystery twist to this proposition is the garden, as our couple will have to compromise on their initial vision. What we do have are lawned areas with raised borders, stocked with mature plants and shrubs. So has this extraordinary property done enough to win them over? You can actually see the size of this property now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
It's not small, is it?
It's not small at all.
Maybe not for you, but
No.
as an exercise into comparing it with the other properties, let's have a go at guessing the price.
$750.
Chris, have a go?
I'll say 750. £751,000.
And you know what? It serves you right because she's spot on at 750.
Oh, wow. Well done, Kat.
Well done, me.
Well done. It's a quirky property. It's been fabulous to walk around it. I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll agree. But
Absolutely.
I think now's a good time for you to just have a scoot around this place on your own, and then I'll meet you at the front. How's that?
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank
See you in a
very
moment.
much. Thank you.
At £750,000, this impressive Grade 2 listed house would offer the right person a wealth of features, with its great kitchen diner, 4 bedrooms, that extraordinary party room in what was once the chapel, and a central village location.
It has a lot of character. It has this amazing second building attached to it, which was something we were after. But at the same time, there's other downsides in that it doesn't have the extra land, and we can't really put our stamp on the property.
I mean, when you walk into that chapel, it's unbelievable. The mosaic features and the mosaics are beautiful, and you're sort of searching for the positives, which there are plenty, but just not for us. And deep down, I know that it's not our dream home.
Well, that's it, guys. No more houses.
I know, sad.
Well, also time, though, for you to maybe sit down and have a chat.
Yeah,
Maybe
Yeah.
this will help make your mind up about the other 2 properties you saw yesterday.
Yeah.
Shall we go?
Absolutely.
Yorkshire's stunning landscape has long been a magnet for tourists worldwide. Its near 1,500 miles of pathways are renowned with ramblers and walkers, many of them sporting a stick or cane. Canes became popular in the mid-1600s, and a middle-class gentleman would often have two. A rustic one for walks in the country, and a decorative cane to show off their wealth. Today, one man is keeping this legacy alive. Keith Pickering, affectionately known as the Stick Man, has spent over 30 years making canes at his North York Moors workshop, and I've come to see just what is involved. Keith, are you the Stick Man?
That's me.
What a title. Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I would like to know how on earth you got into making these lovely sticks.
It started off as a hobby. My wife bought me this little fella.
All right.
She bought that at a dog show, and I absolutely loved it. And I thought I'd have a go. Each time I made one, it actually got better than the previous ones. If you look at that, that was the old one 30 years ago, and this is the sort of thing I do nowadays.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's a transformation, isn't it? Look at that. The detail on it is amazing. This, the head, is it the same material? Is it the same piece of wood, or...?
Not on that one. On the old original, yeah, that was
Yeah.
a side branch growing off the one piece. But
Right.
nowadays I do like this. That's another pheasant that I'm doing. So I start off with a blank piece of wood.
Yeah.
And I carve it roughly to shape, and then I put the face on.
Keith produces a wide range of cane styles, from ornate to rustic, but they all start life in the same way. And to get that perfect finish, it's crucial to select the right piece of wood for the job. So what would you normally be looking for the right kind of stick then, Keith?
On a hazel bush like this, we're looking for what you call the sun sticks, which are the ones that grow straight up and they're heading for the sun and come often from the bottom, and they'll go straight up. We can get a nice 4-foot length out of that one. Once it's trimmed off, it'll look quite nice, and when it's dried, it'll make a good walking stick.
Because of its lightness and abundance, hazel is Keith's wood of choice when it comes to making canes. But as straight as they may look to you and I, in the world of walking sticks, they're not quite straight enough. Back at his workshop, though, Keith has a cunning plan to iron out those pesky curves. And he's letting me loose on one of his precious samples.
As you rotate it, you're looking for the biggest bend there.
I can see one here.
So turn that round until it's touching the table,
Yeah.
and then just get the piece of chalk and mark it there where it
here,
touches
isn't
the
it? Yeah.
table.
A small chalk mark pinpoints the section of wood that needs straightening.
Switch that on.
Next, a gentle bit of heat softens the wood fibres so they become pliable and easier to move.
Right, that should do.
And
In the press.
that was so we want to bend it
Chalk
the
side
other
away
way.
from you. Don't be frightened of it. And just leave it there.
It does look like it's bent double the other way, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it's virtually gone the opposite from what it was. Off now.
So it says malleable for a while, doesn't it? But oh, crikey.
Well, we've just gone a little bit too far, but it's so flexible now. Just watch.
Oh wow. If you fancy one of these sticks, you might have a bit of a wait. Keith and his wife Jackie have a packed order book from clients of all ages.
I've got 42 sticks of my own to make, and Jackie's got a few of hers to do as well. So
Goodness me.
I've got at least 6 months in front of me.
Keith might well have a few more orders to add to the list when our couple make the move to North Yorkshire. But it remains to be seen whether it will be into any of the houses we've shown them. Well, it doesn't look like the gamble of the mystery house has paid off, but for my mind, there is still one clear favourite property. Time to find out from Chris and Kat what they want to do next. So, time to tell me your favourite property. Pretty sure I know which one it is, but put me out of my misery.
Number 2.
It was, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, number 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
For both of you, though, I know you were very emotional at the time. Chris?
Yeah, it was an outright winner, definitely.
You seemed pretty much on board from the get-go, Kat.
Yeah, I loved it from the outside. The setting, it was a beautiful property, lovely wisteria. And I think it's got features that you just can't find in, you know, in a more modern property.
Yep.
And that it's just got, yeah, timeless features that are really beautiful and made it just really nostalgic for me as well. It's a lovely property.
Let's talk about Teargate. Why did it draw out such emotion in you then, Kat?
I don't know, it just, yeah, just had memories of my childhood, and even though it was a totally different property, there was just a few things that reminded me of my childhood. And I think, you know, when you have children, you sort of want to have elements of that again for your children, even though they maybe seem a little bit unrealistic. But I have had now the benefit of 24 hours, but I still really like it, and I think we'll try and get another viewing to get back into it.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
It wasn't just about the house. We had to find you the right location. And I think property number 2 did get that balance right, didn't it?
Yeah, certainly. We're moving out of London, where we've already got a community and lots of friends and family there. So we really need to put the children in somewhere straight away.
Yeah.
Where they can get friends from school and also in the local village. And that sports field with a cricket pitch right there, we can really see our children getting involved in this from an early stage.
But good luck, you know. You've had the emotional viewing. You know, now's the time to sort of dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah, be a bit sensible about it. Well, thank you very much. It's been an experience. We've really enjoyed it.
Absolutely, thank you
It's
so
been
much.
great fun showing you around the houses. I just wish you the best of luck, and hopefully this is the first stage in this big move up here.
Yeah.
Good luck with it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, it's not often we find a house that gives our buyers absolutely everything they said they were after. But house number 2 did exactly that, and I think Kat's emotional reactions to it says it all. But now, I suppose it's time to remove the emotion from the equation. Now is the time to go back with a slightly colder heart for that second viewing, but also to consider the family and the area as a whole. But I do hope they do that soon, because to me, well, that property suited them and their family right down to the ground. I wish them all the very best of luck. Chris and Kat did go back for that second viewing and made an offer, which I'm happy to say was accepted. We wish them well with their new life in the beautiful county of North Yorkshire.
Of the thousands of villages across England and Wales, 53 of them, including the one I'm in today, are known as thankful villages. In a moment, I'll tell you why and where I am. Today's search is about family ties, as I'm with a lady returning to her roots to be nearer her parents.
I'm feeling this is a good speechless.
Yeah, it's giving me goosebumps. It's lovely.
But it's not all smooth sailing with my straight-talking buyer.
Deal breaker.
Today I'm in North Yorkshire in the thankful village of Scruton. It's a term which came about in the 1930s and describes a village such as this as one that lost no men during the First World War, and all those who went off to serve king and country came home again. And it's a gorgeous county to come home to. North Yorkshire lies in the north of England and is the largest of the 4 counties that make up the historic region Yorkshire. dominated by its two beautiful and characterful national parks. The famous Yorkshire Dales boast some of the finest limestone scenery in the UK. Its fields and pastures are crisscrossed by distinctive dry stone walls that now look a natural part of the scenery. To the east, the landscape of the moors is the wildest of the two parks, whose expanse of heather moorland provided the atmospheric backdrop for Wuthering Heights, Emily Bronte's only novel. Dotted throughout the county are market towns and villages like historic Helmsley and Thornton-le-Dale, thought by many to be the prettiest in the national park. If it's photo opportunities you're after, the view from Sutton Bank was described by author James Herriot as the finest in England. In the mining village of Glaisdale, you'll find Beggar's Bridge, built in 1619 by Thomas Ferries, after he and his sweetheart were stranded from one another when the waters became too treacherous to cross. So be it bridges or even Bronte sisters, the fascinating Yorkshire landscape has inspired many romantic tales, both fact and fiction. If it's space you're after, then North Yorkshire could be for you. As well as being England's largest county, 40% of it is made up by the two national parks. And as well as all this gorgeous scenery, the prices here for houses are pretty attractive too. The average price for a detached property is around about $281,000. That's $18,000 lower than the national figure. Although those prices do jump up if you're looking for a postcode within the national parks. So what about today's buyer? Well, she's not so much escaping to the country as returning to it, having been born and bred here. Retired sales manager Anne currently lives in the city of Cardiff. She met friend Shona when she moved to the Welsh capital for work 35 years ago.
My relationship with Shona is one of mutual likes of shopping and going to spas. We never argue. I can't remember ever arguing.
Anne is great company. She's also a very typical Yorkshire person, I would say. Very forthright in her opinions, which I like.
Buying and selling houses regularly, Anne has worked her way up the property ladder over the years to achieve a home she's really proud of.
My present house is a big 4-bedroom detached. I've got a fantastic garden with all my friends who come to visit, as in my squirrels and my hedgehog and all the birds that I feed. It's the perfect house for me at the moment.
Anne is very stylish and a very good interior designer, I would say. She's redesigned the interior of this house several times and it always looks stunning, I think.
Whilst she's enjoyed her years spent in Wales, Anne has recently felt a pull back to her Yorkshire roots.
My parents are in their late 80s. My father in particular has had a few health issues. My plan is to actually just be there if they need me, if they need to do things, but also to take them for a run out and have them around for lunch and just do things and just, appreciate them while they're still around.
Although the move is predominantly one of practicality, there are a number of things Anne's missed about her home county.
Yorkshire is just a fabulous county, full of beauty, full of history, and full of Yorkshire people who are the friendliest people you can meet, I think.
Her friends have promised to visit regularly, and to make sure she picks the right property with plenty of space for guests, Shona's coming along to support her on her search.
I think Anne may have chosen me to help her because I'm such a level-headed, sensible person, and I will give her an honest opinion as well. I love that part of the world, so it won't be a hardship going to visit. We might overstay our welcome from time to time.
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Although Anne currently lives in a new-build home, for her next move, she'd like somewhere she can put her own stamp on. The challenge will be to find somewhere she likes as much as her current home, in a location that works for Anne, her parents and her visiting guests. There's a lot to consider, but with a clear goal in sight, Anne isn't fazed.
I think waking up the first day in the new home is going to be a great feeling because it's going to be the start of a new era. It's going to be the start of my master plan coming to fruition.
Anne wants to be around 45 minutes from her parents in Middlesbrough, So we're concentrating our search in the centre of the county, where the villages and towns have good road access to the north. I've got the location down, now I just need to find out what Anne's looking for in a property.
And Shona, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to North Yorkshire, or should that be welcome home to North Yorkshire?
Yes, yes.
When did you leave?
1978. Went to London and then obviously on to Wales a few years later.
So key things about this property?
Key things are I'd ideally eventually want 3 bedrooms because I'm prepared to do a renovation. I want a nice one of these big kitchens, very similar to my one at home now, that's kind of like a living kitchen. And a nice garden that I can potter and just do a bit of, you know, bit of vegetables.
And how important is community in the search? How rural can we take you?
I would like to be within the edge of a village. I don't want neighbours on top of me type thing and very close, but I don't want to be rural.
And Shona, Anne looks like a lady who really knows her mind. Will you know what she wants when you see it too?
I think I will know what she wants when she sees it. However, what she's looking for now is something quite different from anything she's ever lived in before. I'm used to living in very old properties and doing things with them, and Anne has always lived in something very modern in the past, but she's looking forward to looking in for something a bit more rural and a bit more dilapidated.
Something that
I shouldn't have said anything about that.
Something that needs a bit of work.
Yeah.
And what do you not want us to show you?
Semi-detached.
There's no arguing with that.
Yeah, I definitely do. It has to be detached.
So is Shona here actually to support me in this search? I might need
It's very likely.
Just remind me what your budget is again.
Well, my top budget, absolute top budget, is 500,000.
Well, the sun is shining for us. Shall we get this search underway?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Come on then,
Looking
let's
forward
look.
to it.
So with a budget of £500,000, Anne's hoping to get a 3-bedroom property with a spacious kitchen and good-sized garden to grow some veg. She'd like a project, but any work would have to be factored into the budget. Last, but by no means least, she's after a detached property. But she doesn't want to be too isolated, so would like to be in or near a village. We've got 3 fantastic properties, all of which are great contenders to become Anne's new Yorkshire home. I'll be asking the ladies to guess the price of each before I reveal it. And for our final offering, the mystery house, we're throwing the wish list to one side and showing Anne a property she won't be expecting. Our first stop is the village of Alne. This peaceful, pretty village is home to a well-regarded pub and a church. There's an active community with a number of sporting clubs for locals and an unusual local shop in the form of a street cart. Locals leave their money in exchange for fresh, local produce. Once a year in the summer, the village also plays host to a popular street fair. It's close to the junction of the A19, which would offer Anne a direct route to her parents in Middlesbrough. The house we're seeing is on the edge of the village, on an attractive, mature plot.
So here we are, property 1.
I like the look of it. Yeah.
Shona?
It's certainly got a feel of an older property,
Yes,
hasn't it?
yeah.
My only observation now would be
The houses.
neighbours are
Yeah.
quite close.
Yeah, overlooking.
Yeah. But it's very impressive. It's very
But
pretty.
the look of the house is great.
I'm getting the sense you want to get in there, don't you? You're like, OK, let's just get in, yeah?
Okay, stop talking.
Come on, let's go explore.
This detached house was built in 1910, but has been extended twice to create a fabulous 5-bedroom home.
OK, come on through, ladies, into the sitting room. And if you come down to this end of the room, you can really get a sense of how big it is. What do you think?
Yes, I like the size. Unusual with the L shape.
Shona, what do you think?
I think it's a lovely space, really lovely living space, and the sun flooding in through the windows is just super, isn't it?
Now, you mentioned the L shape of this room. Well, downstairs you have a study that we passed on the way in, and you also have a study behind you here.
Oh, right.
But
I don't have to study twice, though, do I?
they've had an architect in, the current owners, to look at this space. You could just knock that wall
it
down,
through and go back and
then
make this bigger.
have a really gorgeous, open, living, entertaining space.
Yes. I need to see more.
Would you like to see more?
Absolutely, let's go.
OK, let's go. Kitchen's just behind us. Come this way.
Good.
Anne certainly knows what she's looking for on this search, and so far, I'm loving her enthusiasm.
Into your kitchen breakfast space. What do you think?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I love the colours. I like the sink. It's probably a little bit smaller than I was wanting, because I was wanting it more of a kitchen living. But as it is, it's a nice kitchen, yes. Yeah.
Shona, could you see Anne cooking here?
I wouldn't see Anne cooking anywhere. That wouldn't be my first thought. But it's a lovely compact kitchen. I mean, it would be nice for cooking if you did much. And you can eat in here as well. And
It'll take a microwave.
And there's lots of natural light too. I mean, it's a super space, I think.
Yeah. You mentioned bedrooms to me earlier. You wanted 3.
Yes.
This place has 5. Shona, would you lead the way?
I will.
All right.
Yep. 5.
So far, so good.
The stairs are at the front of the property, off the main entrance hall, where there's also a useful utility space, WC, and a larder. Upstairs, there are 5 decent-sized double bedrooms, which share the use of a family bathroom.
So this room is currently being used as the master bedroom.
Right.
What do you think?
I think the size is fine, yes. I think there's obviously a sink over there, but I think as a master bedroom, it should have an ensuite. But as you said, there's 5 bedrooms, and I only really want a good 3, then there's 2 to play with. So it might be just a reconfiguration that needs doing.
I can feel the cogs working.
Oh,
You're just trying to work out.
My head's gone. Yeah.
But it's time to pop outside to the garden and start thinking about what this house will be on the market for.
Right. Okay.
Although this house is ready to move into, there's certainly enough of a project here for Anne to sink her teeth into. Outside, there's a large detached garage and a secluded patio just off the kitchen area. The main garden is to the front of the house, making the most of the southerly aspect.
So here we are back in the garden. You've got established fruit trees, apple trees. Shona, do you think this would work for Anne?
I do, and there's plenty of room for vegetable plots or more beds if she wanted. And she likes the birds. There's lots of wild birds in this garden. It's lovely.
And I am sensing there's a little something that's holding you back with this one.
It is. It's the proximity of all the other properties, and particularly at the back, I would feel surrounded.
Well, OK. Time to guess the price. What do you think this property's on the market for?
I would say 420.
OK. Shona?
Oh, I think it would probably be more than that, because it's a super location and there's lots of potential in the house itself, so I'd say about 450.
This property is on the market for 475.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised.
Well, now you know the price. Time to have another explore, I think.
OK.
I'll catch up with you in a bit.
OK, thanks.
Coming in £25,000 under budget, this extended property has 2 more bedrooms than Anne asked for, and downstairs it offers plenty of project potential to reconfigure the layout. There's a lovely large garden and it's in a great village location, just 45 minutes drive to Anne's parents in Middlesbrough.
Okay, so I think, you see, what we could do with this, I mean, certainly it would take a double bed, wouldn't it?
I think it would.
Yeah, so
It's as big as most doubles in a new
and people
house.
coming to stay don't need, don't need lots of wardrobe space and whatever. Yeah.
The good points about this house for Anne is that it's got lots of opportunities to turn it into the property that she's looking for. So she could reconfigure the downstairs if she wanted to make a larger lounge, or relocate the kitchen if that was important to her.
The house is great and got huge potential, but I think the overlooking houses at the back, I think, could just make it a no-no for me.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Have you seen enough?
Yes, thank you.
Ready for the next property?
Absolutely.
On we go.
OK, good.
On the southern border of the North York moors lie the ruins of a great medieval fort. The 900-year-old castle in Helmsley played host to a mighty siege during the Civil War, and today acts as a reminder of Yorkshire's rich history. Although the castle is now at peace, the market town of Helmsley still finds itself facing conflict today, albeit of a more peaceful nature. In 2015, the town fought off challenges from high streets across the UK to be awarded Best Market Town High Street in Britain. Anne and Shona are paying a visit to another award winner. Auntie Anne's Bakery stands on a site which has been serving baked delights to the people of Helmsley for over 70 years.
Hello, Anne. This looks like a really lovely traditional Yorkshire bakery.
Yes, it's been here for as long as I can remember from being a child. There's always been a bakery.
And how long have you been here?
About 9 years ago, me and my daughter Susan took it over.
Oh, so you've been a professional baker for many years then. But when did you start baking, as a child?
I started baking as a child, helping my mum. We're
lovely.
local farmers from just 5 miles away.
Yeah.
So I've always done just traditional baking. Yeah. It's just something I've loved all my life, and I love doing it.
A natural. Yeah. If I was going to take something home for my grandchildren, what would you recommend?
My grandchildren love, actually, the Yorkshire curd pies, and they come here and help bake it. And if you'd like to come through, I'll show you how we make it, and you can fill a pie for yourselves if you want.
That'd be fabulous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anne prides herself on using traditional, time-honoured baking methods and locally sourced ingredients. Her famous Yorkshire curd pies have been named the best in the north of England. Traditionally, farmers' wives made Yorkshire curd tarts using cow's milk containing colostrum, which, when heated, automatically turned into curds. Nowadays, Anne heats her milk to boiling point before adding Epsom salts to separate it.
I'll just sprinkle on the top like that to start with, and then just gently stir it in.
Oh, it is boiling away, isn't it? My goodness.
Then if you look closely, can you see little...
the
was
lumps.
it curdly? Yeah, that's when it's starting to curdle. So if we go through, and then I'll show you what the next stage is.
Follow you.
The process takes half an hour. The milk is then strained to separate the curds from the whey and left to cool before mixing with eggs, cream, sugar and nutmeg. Anne also likes to add currants.
And this is the secret ingredient, and then the finished product.
So it's a different colour as well.
It's a different colour because it has a lot
Something
of
extra.
rich ingredients in there.
She's not going to tell you.
I'm not going to tell you.
Is it this that makes yours better than anybody else's?
It is this that makes it better than anybody else's. It's a nice moist. A lot of people's curd are quite dry, whereas this curd tart, when it gets baked, is still quite moist and soft texture.
After filling the pastry shells, the tarts are cooked for 20 minutes, then best served cool with a nice cup of Yorkshire tea.
That's lovely.
Is that OK?
The pastry is so crisp, I can't get over it. I can understand why you won an award for this, Anne. This is delicious. I've not tasted anything like this before.
In the height of summer, Anne and her team make in excess of 300 tarts a week. Now, I know how much these ladies love a cup of tea and a chat, but there's no time to soak up the sun. We've got a house to find. Next, we're travelling further north to Scruton. A small rural village, Scruton has a mix of agricultural buildings and farms, period cottages and newer developments. At the heart of the village lies the 18th century church and local pub. Despite the peaceful position, it's got good access to major roads and is just a 15-minute drive to the town of Northallerton, should Anne need to satisfy her shopping habits. Our next property is situated just outside the village centre, in a semi-rural setting.
So here we are, property number 2, barn conversion.
Yeah, like it. My only aversion to them is often that they're either very, very isolated, which I didn't want, or they are in a courtyard and it's got that neighbour thing that I didn't really want, but no, I like the look of it.
The barn conversion could also come with your lovely little paddock behind you there.
Yeah.
Little vegetable plot over there. Maybe
that crossed my mind then, yes. I was just thinking that's a vegetable part.
Quite a few cabbages in there, Anne.
And then you have so much space out here. It comes with an integrated garage, but that could also be part of your living space inside.
Let's go.
OK, well, let's waste no time.
Converted in 2003, this property was originally a cattle barn in the 1800s and has some lovely original features remaining, which I hope Anne will appreciate. She did say she was looking for something a bit different to what she's used to, and this is certainly that.
We're heading into your kitchen space first.
Right.
So you have a lovely range in this kitchen, although according to Shona, you might not be using that too much with your
For my
cooking.
extensive cooking, yes.
She can lean on that on a cold winter's day, though. That'd be good.
Have you cooked on a range before?
Yes, yes, definitely. And you'd manage,
Give me
Anne,
some
really.
lessons.
Yes.
Lots of reasons to come and stay.
She can come and do the cooking.
And you've got enough space to get that sort of breakfast dining experience.
Yeah.
This is meeting with your approval. I'm like, definitely
Keep going.
Keep going. All right, okay, that's wasting time.
Although unfurnished, they seem to like the character of this place, which is good because there's more to come. As we move into the rear wing, we find a bedroom, bathroom and sitting room.
Into your living space. You've got the fireplace there. How's this feel to you?
I think I need to put it all into kind of where everything is planned out, but yeah, it looks good. I mean, what's there?
Well, this is your guest wing. So you've got a lovely
wing. I like a wing.
You've got a beautiful big double bedroom and then a gorgeous big bathroom at the end of that.
How many bedrooms in this one?
You've got 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms.
Oh, right.
Shall we check the rest of the bedrooms?
I think we need to.
Come on.
I think we need to.
I think this property could really work for Anne. As well as the separate guest wing, upstairs there are 2 further generous-sized bedrooms, both with their own bathroom. An ideal setup for visitors from Wales, or if her parents decide to stay.
And then through into what could be your master bedroom.
All right.
Are you loving those features of the old barn?
Yes, it's just because it's obviously so plain in the way that they've obviously done it, but then just keeping those and, you know, obviously not boarding them in or anything like that. It's just,
Structurally, it's clearly very sound. So it's more doing the personalising it to your taste, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some
and I
structural
could do
things,
it while
but
I
nothing-
live here, because one of my feelings was with something I had to convert. I would have to go into rental for a while, and you know, the stress of doing that. You know, I keep saying I want to do that, but can I handle the stress? Can the builder handle me having the stress?
Being so stressed.
You know, so it's all.
Well, I'm glad you're liking everything you see so far. There's still outside space to show you. There is one little fly in the ointment, which we're going to tackle head on. Let's have a look.
At the back of the property is a lawned, low-maintenance, walled garden, which can be accessed from the main living areas of the property.
OK, and Shona, here's our little fly in the ointment. Your guest wing is attached at the very end.
Right. Deal breaker. It's such a pity, such a pity. Yeah, I absolutely didn't want any neighbours, and certainly, you know, somebody I can look into their garden and it's such a shame.
Even with another foot?
No.
And then
no,
you having a nice secluded garden?
No, because noise would come over, and I mean, you know, all I need is, you know, a whole group of children out and having fun.
Enjoying themselves.
Yes.
Don't like that.
Don't like it.
So it's detached with distance.
You know, even the little bit of remoteness, that was kind of, you know, I was adapting to that. That is not my compromise.
OK. What's this on the market for?
I'm going to guess 450.
I would say 475.
Shona's on the money on this one, 475. Worth considering at that price? No. Why don't you take in some more of the property while you're here?
OK, thank you.
Thank you.
This great 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom barn conversion offers Anne flexible living space and somewhere she can tailor to her own taste without the need for doing too much work. It has a private garden, an option to purchase an additional paddock, lies close to the village and is 40 minutes from Anne's parents. But the fact that the bathroom wall in the guest wing is adjoined to another property seems to make it a no-go, which is a real shame.
I was starting to fall in love with this place, and, you know, even some of the compromises I was prepared to make them. And then, unfortunately, discovered I had a neighbour.
I think Anna's learnt a lot from her experience today. It might not have all quite sunk in yet, what she's learnt, but I think when she reflects, she will realise that perhaps her ideal property doesn't actually exist, and she might have to make more compromises than she'd originally thought. but I don't want to be the one to tell her.
And Shona, day one is wrapped up. Time for a cup of tea?
Oh, definitely. At least.
Or maybe the bar. What do you reckon?
We're in Yorkshire with Anne and her friend Shona. After 35 years in Cardiff, Anne's heading back to her home county to be close to her parents. With a budget of £500,000, she's looking for a property that she can put her mark on. Coming up, Anne makes a connection in our mystery house.
I feel I'm related to the owner. I would do everything the same.
And I visit a local farm to find out the benefits of eating organic.
Line moves fast, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
Oh, I really felt for Anne yesterday. The look on her face when she realised that that lovely barn conversion was ever so slightly attached really said it all, which means today's mystery house has to deliver the goods. To stand a fighting chance, it needs to give Anne everything she wants and also push her out of her comfort zone. After all, it's not called a mystery house for nothing. So today we're going to take her and Shona to a property with a project, but there's a twist. It's not Anne's project. She'll find out why very soon. Anne, what do you think the mystery house might be today?
After yesterday, I'm probably expecting you're going to have to go for more of the renovation side of things and give me a nice project.
And would that be good news?
Yes, I'm quite prepared for a lot of things, but I'll remember these words later on today.
Our mystery offering is in the village of Thornton-le-Clay, near the county border and the city of York. Thornton-le-Clay is a quiet village with a population of around 200 and is perfectly positioned amongst gentle hills just south of the North York moors, making it a popular spot with visiting walkers and cyclists. Strolling past the characterful stone cottages, passers-by can purchase homegrown produce left for sale by locals. There's a family-run pub hosting regular events and live music, a few doors down from which is our final property.
And here is your mystery house. What do you think?
It's not as big a mystery as I thought it was going to be. Yes. It looks lovely. It's very nice, clean looking, lovely garden. So, yeah, it looks good.
Now, this, Anne, is a turnkey house. Turn up, drop your bags, it's all done. There is one extra mystery about this property. There is, within the plot, another house that has permission to be built. But I'm going to talk to you a bit more about that when we head inside. Right. Come this way.
OK.
Built in the 1960s, the current owners have spent in the region of £120,000, extending and refurbishing this house to an extremely high standard. I know Anne wasn't planning on buying a newly modernised property, as she wanted to do the work herself, but this one is so beautifully presented, I think it's worth throwing into the mix.
And we come through into your kitchen diner.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm feeling this is a good speechless.
Yeah, it's giving me goosebumps. It's lovely. Yeah, this is nice.
Oh, don't cry.
I'm going. Yeah.
Are you okay? Well, it was such a bad day yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's lovely. It's so like my one at home, in many respects, kind of the style, but better.
Even bigger and better.
Even bigger and better, yeah. Stunning. Yeah.
Let's explore your mystery house.
Okay.
Let's keep this tour going.
Okay.
Come on, ladies, into your living space, which connects from the kitchen through into your sunroom. So very open, fluid living. Would that work for you?
Yeah, and certainly this furniture is similar size to mine, so...
yeah, it would fit.
Yeah. But you see, a nice corner unit, would actually work, wouldn't it?
OK.
Yeah.
Shall we see more?
Yeah, oh yes, carry on.
Come this way.
Okay.
As we move into the newer part of the house, the ground floor benefits from the addition of a utility space,
a small double bedroom and what is now the largest of the bedrooms.
And into the main master bedroom.
It's lovely, lovely
Now
colour.
you've got a lovely open space here. You've got ensuite bathroom, got a little study area there, which you could turn into a nice dressing room area for yourself.
Goodness me. It's like a
And there's all
TARDIS.
those wardrobes.
Built-in wardrobes.
I feel I'm related to the owner. we seem to have, you know, the same taste. I would do everything the same.
Originally, you were asking for a property with older character. Do you think more of a new build is really what's appealing to your heart?
I think probably yes. I've had so many new houses and, you know, not had to do a lot to them. So there was that worry that if I buy an older one, will it need keep doing, and, you know, will I adapt to it as much as I would to something like this with a clean living? Mm.
And Shona, is this more of what Anne has traditionally lived in, the houses she's bought before?
This is very much more in the style of Anne's homes that she's had before, and in fact, this is feels to me just like she could just move straight in.
So it's time now to head outside, look at the garden, talk about price, and a little more about what makes this the mystery house.
Right, OK.
Come this way.
On the first floor, there are 2 more good-sized double bedrooms, sharing a smart, modern bathroom. Now, it's time for me to take a deep breath before tackling an issue that awaits us outside.
And now you can really take in the house. The current property comes with this garden up to the fence, and the original property came with the extra space there, but the current owners have planning permission, to build a new property in that corner of the garden. But for this point, I just want you to think about the price for this bit of garden and the house.
You can go first today. I think that it's probably on for 495.
I'm going to say an optimistic 475.
This property is currently on the market for £495,000. Shona, you are bang on the money. But I've had a chat with the owners, and they would be willing, further to a little extra negotiation, to walk away from the entire plot. But that's a conversation you would have to have with them.
Yes, I understand.
Well, now you know the price. Why don't I let you explore the upstairs bedrooms, and I'll catch up with you a bit later.
Okay.
Lots to talk about.
Lovely, thanks.
OK, thank you.
It looks as though this converted dormer bungalow might just have won Anne over. It has 4 bedrooms and the modern open-plan kitchen diner she was after. Its high standard of finish means there's no work needed, but with a neutral decor, it still gives Anne the chance to make it her own. There's a lovely lawn garden, and the journey to Anne's parents would take around an hour.
Oh, this is lovely.
I think what I would do would be to make the whole of this one level as the master suite.
As soon as I walked through the front door, I had a feeling that this could really be a house that Anne would love, and that's been reinforced all the way round, actually.
It's got my name on it.
It has, yes.
So I think the last couple of days have certainly been a bit of a roller coaster emotionally. I was caught between, do I want an old house? Do I want a new house? I knew what I didn't want, and I knew what I did want. At least I've found that now.
What do you think of the garden?
I think it's fabulous. I love the established bushes over there and the fact that you can...
And it sounds like you're moving in already.
Possibly, yes.
Well, lots to talk about. Let's go find somewhere to chat.
OK.
With spring most definitely in the air, farmers across the country are busy planting crops for the growing season ahead. I've come to Home Farm to meet third-generation farmer Peter Richardson to talk about the wide variety of crops he's currently planting and to find out what he's going to do with them once they've been harvested.
Hi, Peter. Good to see you. What are we planting today?
Just a bit of broccoli today. It's the first of the season, so we're putting in about 10,000 plants to the acre. This crop will be ready mid-July.
How many different crops do you grow here?
Oh, somewhere in the region of about 19 to 20. So it gets fairly full on.
And why do you plant so many different crops? Because that's a little bit unusual.
Well, just basically who we're involved with is Riverford, and we've got this box scheme. Most growers will just tend to grow one crop for a big supermarket and it would be packed centrally. The model we use is totally different, but it seems to work. The customers like it.
The 500-acre farm grows in the region of 70 to 80 acres of veg most years. In 1996, Peter decided to convert the farm to organic before joining forces with the Devon-based Riverford team, who were looking to set up a box scheme in Yorkshire.
When you decide as a farmer to go organic, what does that mean for you?
You've got to think differently. You've got to work with nature. You can't fight it. Your crop rotation is very, very critical. You know, for instance, if we grew broccoli on the same land year in, year out, we get pest problems and disease problems. But yeah, it's what the market wants, and I think it's a nice way to do it, to be fair.
Despite using modern machinery, being organic means that Peter uses traditional farming methods, like crop rotation, which makes for harder work but promotes healthy, nutrient-rich soil. They also make their own organic fertiliser with an anaerobic digester.
Well, basically, it's a process where we make methane, which creates electric, and we also have a byproduct of fertiliser, which we use on the farm.
And how does that actually happen?
Basically, the big blue thing over there, that's the feed hopper. We fill that up with about 18 tonne of food a day. And every half hour, it automatically feeds itself, basically pushes the food into the tank, whereas the temperature in the tank is about 40-odd degrees.
Bit cosy.
Yeah. And all the bacteria gets to work, and as I say, creates the methane, which goes off to the CHP engine. And we probably use about 20% of the electric it produces for the fridges, and the rest of it's exported to the grid.
And when you say food, what are you feeding it with?
Basically cattle manure, any outgrade veg, and grass silage, which is basically grass.
All the leftovers, almost?
Basically, yes.
As well as producing electricity to power the farm, the remaining vegetable matter is used as compost and the liquid mass pumped back out and used as an organic fertiliser, meaning nothing on the farm goes to waste.
So it sounds like what you're producing here is the most natural, sustainable way to create great fertiliser for the earth.
Without a doubt, yeah, can't beat it in my opinion.
And how do these veggies look that you grow
Oh,
then?
they look fantastic. We're actually just packing a few at the moment.
Can I give you a hand?
Of course you can. Please come this way.
In the packing shed, every veg box is packed by hand with a range of seasonal produce. Manager Greg Penn is on site to show me how it works.
Greg, good to see you.
Hi, how are you, Margarita?
I'm good. How can I help today?
Well, we'd like you to pack some broccoli, if that's all right.
OK.
We need 2 heads of broccoli per box.
Great, OK. And what can we expect from each box? What will a customer get?
It's really a range of organic, seasonal produce. It's all grown for flavour and taste, and depending on how, the sort of time of year, it depends a little bit on what we're actually growing and putting in the boxes.
The line moves fast, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
The boxes come in a variety of sizes, as does the veg. Some of it might not look as beautiful as it does on the supermarket shelves, but the taste certainly isn't compromised.
So, Greg, do you think organic farming is actually changing the way we're eating as a nation?
Absolutely, because ours is a seasonal box of vegetables. Our customers really have to cook with them, with what we provide them. Really, you know, a lot of families get our veg boxes and they cook with the kids and they, you know, they explore our recipes and they have to do a little bit of research as to what they might want for tea that night, depending on kind of what's gone in the veg box that week. And people get really excited about that, certainly.
Passionate about food again.
Really passionate about food, really passionate about vegetables. We are real veg nerds and we really want people to embrace that and eat, you know, really fantastic quality veg. And we believe we do that in the best way.
Well, I'm going to get going now, but thank you so much for having me and showing me the ropes.
It's been really lovely to have you, and I think it's only fair that you grab yourself a veg box on your way out.
Oh, lovely, OK.
The company has 3 farms in the UK, between them delivering to a staggering 47,000 households a week, which goes to show there's certainly demand out there for organic produce. I, for one, am definitely converted.
Taking Anne to the mystery house really was a bit of a gamble, but I think it's paid off. There's only one way to find out. Anne, Shona, it's been an adventure.
It has.
We've had a few ups and downs. I hope you'll agree we ended on an up today.
You did, you did.
Now, usually with a mystery house, it's the property that takes people right outside their comfort zone, but we brought you right back into yours.
Yes, and that concerns me a little bit that I haven't kind of gone for that adventure of finding
something different. And probably most people who know me will not be surprised that I've ended up where, you know, thinking that the Mystery House is the one, really.
So what happens next? What are you going to do about the Mystery House?
I like it. I like it a lot. I think what I would have to do is work out the distance from my parents.
And Shona, do you think the Mystery House is a home that Anne could be happy in?
I'm sure it's a home she could be happy in. Just her instantaneous reaction when she walked through the door, it just told me that she felt she was at home there. She could move straight in.
And if you find out that commute could be workable from the Mystery House to your parents, would you go back and have a chat with the vendor?
I think a bit of negotiating needs to be done, yes.
OK, that is wonderful news. I am over the moon to hear that. And just thank you so much. It's been a joy to share your home county of North Yorkshire with you and show you around a little bit more, welcome you back home.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure meeting you, and I've got to also thank Shona for helping me out.
And being my moral support as well.
It's been my pleasure, it really has.
In the Mystery House, Anne described the last couple of days as being a real roller coaster of a journey, and I know how she feels of being right there with her. I'm hoping that after a little more investigation into that journey time between the Mystery House and her mum and dad's and whether that commute could work for her, we'll be getting a call from Anne to say that she is now calling North Yorkshire home once again. We wish her all the best, and I will see you next time on Escape to the Country.
After further research, Anne decided the Mystery House was a stretch too far from her parents in Middlesbrough. She's continuing her search, but has altered her criteria. She's now definitely looking for a modern property.
This beautiful early 18th century house was built for the cousin of a prime minister. Fast forward a couple of hundred years, and it's now home to 9 of only 200 remaining nannies in the world. Find out where I am and who calls this estate home in just a moment. Today's house hunt proves that good things can come in small packages.
It's nice, I like this.
It's a bit like me, really, isn't it? It's small and perfectly formed.
And there's just one small word to sum it all up.
I said I wouldn't say wow. Wow.
Today I'm in Dorset at the 750-acre Georgian country estate of Kingston Moorwood. Built in 1720 for George Pitt, cousin of the then Prime Minister William Pitt, it later went on to become a horticultural and agricultural college in 1949. As well as an educational hub, the estate also has an animal park, home to some rare breeds, such as these Bagot goats, one of the oldest breeds of goats in the UK, whose ancestors date back as far as the 1300s. In fact, they're so rare, they're even more endangered than the giant panda. Situated on England's southwest coast, Dorset has land borders with 4 other counties. Known for its stunning coastline, the Dorset section of the southwest coast path follows cliff top, lagoon and beach. Highlights include the iconic arch of Durdle Door, the horseshoe curve of Lulworth Cove, the headland of Golden Cap and the major shingle structure of Chesil Beach. Inland in the countryside of the Blackmore Vale, Sturminster Newton is the site of one of a series of ancient flour mills on the River Stour. Dorset novelist Thomas Hardy lived in Sturminster Newton, describing it as idyllic, and it was the inspiration for Stour Castle in his novel Tess of the d'Urbervilles. And recognising the importance of Hardy's work to the entire county, a statue of him sat on a tree stump and reading a book is found in the county town of Dorchester. Another example of the importance of books and writers to Dorset is located in Wimborne Minster. Home to one of the first public libraries in the country, founded in 1686, the collection was started to protect its contents from the would-be book-burning authorities. It was opened to the public in 1695, on the proviso the books were chained to prevent theft. So whether you're looking for literary connections, an incredible coastline or agricultural history, Dorset is a great county to head to. Much of Dorset's unique charm stems from its underlying geology, and the different types of stone are showcased in some 13,000 listed buildings within the county. So it's probably no surprise to hear that the average price of a detached house in the county comes in at £357,000. That's £57,000 above the national figure. But with such an abundance of timeless character property, hopefully today's buyers will be spoilt for choice. It's fair to say today's couple didn't get off to the best of starts when Human Resources Manager Hazel tried to sack IT Managing Director Colin from his newly acquired post.
Colin was a new appointment onto the board, and in the first few months of our working together, he showed a distinct lack of interest over managing people.
I would say in my defence, I was very good with numbers, but maybe not too focused on people in the early days.
As it turned out, things did improve. We became firm friends, and later, after Colin had left the company, we actually became much more.
Despite the shaky start, the couple eventually married and have been living in their home in East Horsley, Surrey, for the past 15 years. Now retired from their jobs in IT, they've decided it's time to let go of their current home.
We've seen quite a significant change over the 15 years we've been here. It is a lot busier, and you tend not to hear birdsong quite so much.
Over the years, more people have moved here, and there's a lot of development planned. It's changing. It doesn't feel like the quiet place it used to be.
So they're going on a recruitment drive for a rural relocation, with their sights set on one county in particular.
We want to move to Dorset. It holds lots of special memories.
We got married in Dorset, we walk in Dorset. I used to cycle a lot in Dorset, and that's something I'm looking to do again.
It's lush, it's green.
Complete strangers will engage in a conversation, and that's what we're looking forward to, that increase in openness and friendliness.
And they're hoping that Dorset's impressive country credentials will give them more chances to do the things that they enjoy.
The opportunities to indulge our interest in bird watching and wildlife in general.
You become more interested in the conservation aspects, the habitat. You get drawn into a further world.
So, with their house on the market and their eyes firmly fixed on Dorset, it's time to find the right home where they can enjoy their retirement.
We feel that now is absolutely the right time for us to move. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us.
Dorset's the place we want to go so that we can have those special memories, but also create a whole load more.
Colin and Hazel are open to living anywhere in the county. But before we start looking at properties, we're meeting up to find out exactly what they want from this upcoming move. So Colin and Hazel, welcome to Dorset. What does it look like in your mind's eye, the perfect property?
It's detached.
Yep.
Nicely centred in the middle of a plot that's about 1/3 of an acre, no more than half an acre.
OK.
Don't mind what kind of style, but if the house doesn't flow, unless you're going to knock it down and build it again, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Okay.
So it does need to have a structure there to work on.
Give me your must-haves. What must you have in this new property down here in Dorset?
Minimum of 3 bedrooms.
Minimum 3, right.
An ensuite, or the potential to put an ensuite in for us. Nice garden. Land that is easily creatable. If that, I've just made a word up. Yes.
Yeah, but it's a good one. We'll go with that. I will try and find you a creatable garden.
I've never had an active vegetable plot. I want a potting shed, and I want to be able to do my seeds and create the food for the table.
And I would like, I'd like ideally a double garage for the bikes and the cars.
What about socialising? You know, let's talk about the environment you want to live in.
If it could be on the edge of a village, so that there's a community that we can join in with. We've never had that opportunity before, so it'd be nice to be able to meet local people and have local clubs and things to join in with.
I now know what your ideal location would be. Whether we can find that comes along with the right package is another thing. But it all has to be bought with something, money. Yeah. Let's talk about your budget. How much have you got to spend?
Top end £650 if it ticked all the boxes.
Right, but £650 is tickety-boo, nothing to do apart from maybe a bit of painting.
Exactly.
OK. Movement-wise, how soon could you make this move?
Well, our house is on the market now. Yeah, I mean, if we find the ideal house today, we'll put an offer. Yeah.
Oh, great stuff then. Let's go and find this garden. What is it, a creative...
A creatable garden.
Let's go and find a creatable garden that comes with the house.
Excellent.
Come with me.
Look forward to it.
For a maximum budget of £650,000, Hazel and Colin are looking for a detached property set in its own plot with scope for a vegetable patch. They want a minimum of 3 bedrooms, including an ensuite, a double garage and an edge of village location. We've got 3 fantastic options to show them, each with their wish list in mind. And after each house tour, I'll be asking them to guess the price before I reveal it. The final property is our mystery house, which this time is literally something out of a novel. Our search is starting out in the West Dorset hamlet of Holditch. 3 miles away, the village of Thorncombe has a community-run store with post office services. The present church was built in 1866 to house a 400-strong congregation, swelled by the boom from the local wool and lace trades. Situated in an area of outstanding natural beauty, agriculture remains important to the area. And back in the hamlet of Holditch, opposite a dairy farm, is the house we've come to see. Well then, Hazel and Colin, you said you wanted access to a pub.
We did.
Well, the property I'm going to show you is a pub, or at least was one, up until the 1980s. What do we think?
Interesting. Pretty location, for sure.
Yeah, very pretty and very quiet.
So, ready to look inside?
Yes,
absolutely.
Let's go. Dating from the 17th century, this Grade 2 listed flint and stone cottage has both slate and thatched roof. As well as being a former pub, at one time it was divided into no fewer than 5 cottages and also had to be part rebuilt following bomb damage in the Second World War. The front door opens into a hall which leads into the first of the reception rooms, which the current owners use as their dining room.
Nice.
Yeah.
The wood on the banisters, it's cosy.
You like fireplaces? Is that a big thing for you in a country property?
Particularly a wood burner.
Yeah, good. All right. Let's keep walking through. Good first impressions then?
Yes.
Very much so.
Come on. On the opposite side of the entrance hall is a study and music room and a plumbed utility space. But we're continuing through the dining room into the Shaker-style country kitchen at the heart of the home. Just mind your step there. You tell me, is this the sort of kitchen you had in mind?
Yeah, certainly big enough. You can sit and eat in it, which is nice.
Yeah.
I do think that it's been done very nicely and in keeping with the house.
How much time do you spend in the kitchen?
A fair bit, because I tend to be the cook.
Right, OK. So you're out in the garden,
yes,
growing it, and you'll be in here cooking it.
That's the general idea.
So, whilst only one of you might be cooking, you share that time and space together.
Yes.
All right, well, these are pretty good first reactions. Let's show you around the rest of the property.
OK, great.
A second L-shaped hall from the kitchen leads past a pantry, then through a further larger reception room and into a smaller snug, which also opens onto a conservatory.
Oh, that looks cosy.
Yeah, it's lovely light as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
With, you know, the other rooms in the house, I think this would work.
Yes. If this part's your TV area, you can still have a quiet sitting, reading area around there. That works quite nicely.
Plus, the conservatory, on top of a decent-sized kitchen, you've got quite a bit of space here on the ground floor, haven't you?
Yeah, very much so.
I think bedroom-wise upstairs, it's probably... the proportions might be something you're a bit more used to, so let's go and check those out.
OK, great.
Colin and Hazel are already thinking of ways to put the ground floor rooms to the best use. The 4-bedroom accommodation on the upper floor is accessed via a choice of 2 staircases. A family bathroom in the centre of the home is flanked to either side by the 2 smaller guest bedrooms. Both have similar dimensions and are currently set up as singles, but could comfortably fit double beds. Then, at the far end of the slate-roofed wing is a good-sized double with an ensuite bathroom. That just leaves bedroom number 4 at the opposite end of the home. Another double bedroom, again with an ensuite. Now, you get the choice of 2 staircases to come up here, but you also get the choice of 2 main bedrooms that are both ensuite.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, right.
It's a nice surprise.
Very nice.
And that's a big bed.
Yeah,
And
nice
it's about
size
the same
room.
size as ours.
Yeah.
You've got room here.
Yes.
You've got room to have a separate room as a dressing room or something like that, a walk-in wardrobe.
That's not what I was expecting from the view outside the property.
No.
Could you live here?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, this is better than you were expecting.
This absolutely. Nice size, nice and bright, got the double aspect. Yeah.
And nice views.
Time now to go outside. Let me just grease with the middle here. Thank you. So, above expectations on the inside, but let's see what this 17th century former pub delivers outside. So to one side of the home, there's the double garage Colin asked for, as well as a further stone-built workshop. And there's lots of interest for keen gardener Hazel in the half-acre plot, with raised vegetable beds, areas of lawn, mature shrubs and trees, and patio seating to enjoy the views of the surrounding countryside, even when the sun doesn't shine. Well, I'm glad I brought my sunglasses with me. Is this what you had in mind?
Yes.
For you growing?
Perfect. Nice spaces that I can create. Yes, excellent.
It's a gorgeous garden, very nice indeed.
So, let's guess the price.
I had it around 585.
OK, you had it around 585. OK.
I think it's going to be a bit more. 615.
This place is on the market for offers around £630,000. This is probably our first indicator of what we're going to get for our money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, refresh yourselves of what you've seen thus far.
OK.
And I'll meet you whenever you're done, all right?
Right, you are.
See you in a moment.
Thank you.
OK.
At £20,000 shy of their top budget, this Grade 2 listed 17th century former pub has a large country kitchen, as well as a dedicated dining room. There's one more bedroom than they asked for, and a total of 3 bathrooms, as well as half an acre of garden with outbuildings.
I think there's bags of character in the property. I think it's a nice house. The garden is spectacular.
The property is in a really pretty location. It's a house that's had the character very carefully maintained. The upstairs is lovely. Downstairs, I'm not so sure. There would need to be considerable work. We're neither of us DIY people, so we would have to look into just how much work was needed and what the cost would be.
How is it for a first property? Contender?
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot of things to consider with this one.
But something to compare everything to from now on, then?
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
Good.
For sure.
Dorset's 96 miles of World Heritage coast includes the natural wonder of Chesil Beach. This unique shingle bank of an estimated 180 billion pebbles is divided from the mainland for much of its length by the Fleet Lagoon. It's one of the most species-rich lagoons in the country. To find out about the flora and fauna they might find here, wildlife enthusiasts Colin and Hazel are meeting Mark Smith from the Dorset Wildlife Trust, who is also officer at the Chesil Centre.
Mark, tell us about the reserve.
Behind us, you can see that giant structure, which is Chesil Beach. Now, it's a really important barrier beach that protects the Fleet Lagoon and the land behind us from the waves that roll in from the Atlantic. And it also creates a rather unusual habitat, which means we get some real specialist wildlife that thrives here.
From spring onwards, parts of the beach are a riot of colour as wildflowers come into bloom. These coastal specimens have dense, low vegetation and waxy or hairy leaves to reduce water loss. But as well as plant life, the reserve is home to many seabirds. Little terns arriving from West Africa to nest in Britain struggle to raise their chicks due to disturbance, predation and habitat loss. In 1997, there were 100 pairs at Chesil, but by 2008, this had dropped to just 10. So a warden scheme was set up to protect them, and now the colony is successfully raising 120 fledglings a year.
Just over there, past the roped-off area, you can see the little terns nesting on the beach.
Oh, yes, I can see them on the nest. There's quite a few.
And how long will they stay for?
They arrive around about mid-April, and then they'll be sitting on their nests around May, June time. One of the best ways to see them is from the Fleet Explorer, which is a specially designed boat that runs trips in the Fleet Lagoon. I've arranged you to meet the skipper.
The Fleet Lagoon is brackish, meaning it's a combination of salt water coming in from Portland Harbour and fresh water from several small streams. This provides a particular habitat for many aquatic species, including sea bass, eels and even seahorses. And skipper of the Fleet Explorer, Roger Moody, is on hand to tell them more.
Fleet is an Anglo-Saxon word meaning shallow water. The average depth is only 3 feet. Well, one of the exciting things about going on the boat is that I never even know myself what we're going to see. It can vary from trip to trip.
Have you seen anything special on the reserve?
We did have a fortnight ago a fish known as a smooth hound, which is of the shark family, but looks like a big dogfish. Very rare to see them in here. We've had the odd seal come in from time to time, but I think the smooth hound was probably the rarest thing we've seen of date. Let's not talk about it. Let's go down to the boat and see what we can see, shall we?
Fantastic.
Okay, come on down.
The level of salinity varies greatly along the 8-mile length of the lagoon, which is one of the reasons for the wealth of wildlife found here. That's a bonus for the nesting terns, whose diet consists of small fish, crustaceans, molluscs and worms, as well as some insects.
I think now you can probably see how small the little tern is if you actually see one.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? And to think that it's flown about 4,000 or 5,000 miles from Africa to breed just on that spot of the beach there.
Yeah.
As well as these feathered visitors from Africa, the lagoon is a popular spot for European migratory birds.
Little egret, like a white heron. Originally a Mediterranean bird that over the years has sort of come across Europe and now can be seen all over the country. And it's said that the first breeding pair in this area was in Poole Harbour in 1996.
Well, it's time to put aside the binoculars for now and see if we can find a suitable spot for Hazel and Colin to set up home, here in the Dorset countryside. The next stop on our house hunt is Burton Bradstock. This village, located in the Bride Valley, is situated half a mile inland from Chesil Beach. There are a couple of pubs, a post office and stores, a community library in a former chapel, and a nearby farm shop selling local produce. A couple of miles from all this, down a quiet private road, our second property puts location and views at the top of the agenda. Now, this house, as you can see, it's a bungalow or a dormer bungalow.
OK.
Different.
I wasn't expecting a bungalow, so that's a surprise. It's in a fantastic location.
The reasons we brought you here are because of the garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the amazing position.
Yeah.
I can't wait to look inside.
Yes.
Follow me.
OK, will do.
Originally built in 1954 with several alterations over the past 15 years, we're entering via one of these recent additions, a conservatory that opens into the kitchen. Right, in order to get your proper first impressions, follow me. Come right into this corner of the kitchen. So, first impressions?
Tiny. Not enough work surface.
There's not enough prep space, is there?
No.
I just wonder if we could bring some of this into there, where the beautiful view is, and then you've got a kitchen-y dining area.
Yeah.
Not a bad view to have over breakfast.
Not off. Lots to think about.
Yeah, yeah.
But very interested in seeing the rest of the property.
Well, let me show you another room. Come with me.
Fantastic.
The rear of the kitchen leads to a hall and into the first and smaller of the reception rooms.
Small.
This is your...
This is the, yeah.
This is your snug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially a winter room. I think this would be perfect.
Working fire, I presume?
Yes. Multi-fuel burner.
Right.
The fire is nice. I'm not too keen on the beams.
Maybe you're a bit disappointed with the proportions here. Let me show you another room.
OK.
Back along the hall, at the opposite end of the home, is the other and largest reception room, opening onto another conservatory.
OK, that's a bit bigger, isn't it?
Yes, a nice and light.
Yeah, you know, that's the old external window. Would you think about maybe doing away with that and just walking through?
Yes, she could do, couldn't she?
Yes.
I'm interested to see how big the bedrooms are.
Well, let's look at the one here, just round the corner. With a total of 4 bedrooms, an upper floor houses 2 smaller bedrooms, one with a skylight window and another with dormer window plus a skylight. These are served by a family bathroom, whilst the 2 largest doubles are located back on the ground floor and served by a ground floor bathroom and a shower room. One double is located behind the dining room and the largest bedroom in the property is next to the kitchen. Not as big as I know you may hope, but but I'm hoping you will love the views.
Definitely like the view.
Yeah, they're stunning.
Something to wake up to in the morning.
It is on the cosy side.
This is the biggest bedroom.
Okay.
Could you live with it?
I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, this is a lot smaller than the current bedroom we've got. Well, like so many things, it's a trade-off, isn't it?
Yes.
Trade off that view for a smaller size room.
You think you've got a view there? When I take you to the top of the garden, you have a fantastic view. Completing our tour of the interior accommodation is a ground floor study located opposite this bedroom and a utility located behind the main sitting room. But Colin's right about compromise. They would need to do some work here. Perhaps what's outside will persuade them of the potential of this home's stunning location. With a garage, a separate garden, studio and workshop, the plot is extensive, including an established orchard, greenhouse and panoramic views over National Trust land to the coast. Look at that view.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Stunning.
I think extensive is the word, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's absolutely stunning.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Even on a day like today.
Yeah.
Well, I've always wanted a sit-on mower, and I think this is big enough to require one. It's a big plot.
I mean, having an orchard in the middle of your back garden, yeah, that's pretty special.
So how much would you pay for your own slice of it?
I think it could well be $645, $650.
I was on 640. It's a premium spot.
It is, and it's reflected in the asking price. Even with some work to be done to the property, this place is on the market for offers around £650,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
No.
I think now's a great time to get out of the rain. I'll meet you outside whenever you're done, but there's lots of stuff to look around.
OK.
All right?
Great.
See you in a moment.
OK, thanks.
At the top of their budget, this 1950s dormer bungalow comes with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, as well as 2 conservatories. There is an extensive plot with garage and further outbuildings and magnificent views to countryside and coast.
This is a good-sized space. What would you use it for?
I'm just thinking you could get an exercise bike, rowing machine, and some free weights in here, so I could turn this into a home gym.
Oh, OK. I had a mixed sense of excitement and fear. Excitement because the location is absolutely what we wanted. Then the fear was we're not going to be able to afford this.
One of the things we said in the first instance was that we weren't prepared to do a lot of building work. The views from this house have made me think again about that. I can see how by extending it, I think we could make it work.
Now, I can imagine that Colin's going to get all carried away and say, we should really give it some thought. But the practical side of me says, is this what we want to be taking on now? I love it, but I'm not sure it's something we can have.
Now, Hazel, are you still miffed with me for showing you this house?
Yes.
Are you happy you came here, though?
Yes.
Well, I feel justified in showing you a place at the top of your budget. Have you got things to consider tonight over dinner?
We've got an awful lot to consider tonight over dinner.
Good. I'll take you back then.
Thank you.
We're helping Hazel and Colin from East Horsley, Surrey, find a more rural retirement in the Dorset countryside. We've already shown them 2 good options for their budget of £650,000. But there's still the mystery house to come, and it could offer a novel solution.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that. Yeah, it's gorgeous. My idea of a house.
And where better than Dorset's dairy country to get a real taste of the county?
Tell you what, I'd be lethal here. You wouldn't have no profits. I'll be at this stuff all day long.
I think yesterday's property satisfied Colin and Hazel's wants and desires for outside space, character, and especially views. But on reflection, if anything, they may have fallen short in regards to giving them the location they're after, that sense of community, walking distance to the pub, if you like. So, for today's mystery property, we're going to do our very best to address that. But, of course, the compromise is that instead of Hazel growing her own vegetables, she may be buying them from the local shop. We're off to see the mystery house. Excited?
Yes.
What do you think I will be showing you then?
Well, as the mystery house is supposed to challenge our priorities, a semi-detached in the middle of a town with no garden?
Like Hazel, I'm just wondering whether it might be in a village.
Have you ever looked at a house and thought, well, this isn't what I was looking for, but this actually could work?
I've seen a house that was not what I was looking for and fallen in love with it.
Right.
Moved in.
Well, OK. That's what the mystery property is about. Try something different. Our mystery offering is in Sutton Point, a village dating back over a millennium to the year 891. And as I'm about to illustrate to Hazel and Colin, it hasn't lost any of its quintessential English charm. Lovely, isn't it?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Funny enough, it reminds me of some of the places in the Cotswolds.
You've got your all-important pub. You've got a good convenience store at the end of the road, but you've got loads and loads of community activities. Go for walks and do a bit of bird watching. There's just loads to do. The great thing about the property I'm going to show you is it's within this village. It's a walk from where we stood. Shall we?
Yes.
Please do.
Come with me. The village is mentioned by Thomas Hardy in his novel The Trumpet Major, published in 1880, and his fictional location of Overcombe refers to both the corn mill and the then recently built neighbouring mill house. And it's this very home, with its illustrious literary connection, that we've come to see. Now, the Mystery House often has bags of character, and this one is no different.
Oh, that's nice.
I like that. Yeah, it's gorgeous. My idea of a house.
Looking around the rest of the village, this stands out a bit. And that's because the guy that owned the mill decided to build himself his own house. So everybody else that lived in the village worked for him, and this was the house to live in, really.
Right.
This is the Mystery House. Why is it the Mystery House? I'm going to get the bad news right out of the way. Doesn't come with land. Look at it, we're surrounded by other village houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you see, pretty much, Hazel, is what you get.
OK. There might be allotments somewhere where I could still grow the veg. If the inside is as nice as the outside, I may find it in my heart to forgive you.
There's a few things that make this property very different inside to how you'd expect it to be from the outside. Come with me.
Can't wait.
This Grade 2 listed detached stone house was built in the 1870s and was completely and sympathetically renovated by the current owners over the last 2 decades. Turning right from an entrance hall, we start our tour in the impeccable dining room. You get the first feeling of elegance in this house, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yes. Very nice.
Very much a Georgian feel, although it's not a Georgian property.
Yeah.
Now let me show you the kitchen, OK? Come with me. So the kitchen, not the biggest we've seen so far.
It's nice. I like this.
It's a bit like me, really, isn't it? It's small and perfectly formed.
Are all the white goods in here too, or is that?
Look at that door.
Oh.
Huge utility room.
Excellent.
Oh, right.
But you've got those lovely thick walls. You've got the beautiful, big, low-slung windows. You get that sense of space that you wouldn't normally get in a Victorian property.
And I like the units.
Good.
Work.
Yeah. It's the style.
Yeah.
It's ours.
And the
Our
feel.
style.
Right.
Yeah.
It feels
Even
right.
the way it's decorated.
If you like the style of what you've seen so far, I think you're going to love this living room.
OK.
Well, if the response to the inside of this home so far is anything to go by, Hazel is going to forgive me for the lack of garden. Beyond the utility room is a ground floor shower room, whilst across the other side of the entrance hall is the final and largest room on this floor, a very spacious reception. Right then.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a beauty, isn't it? I said I wouldn't say wow. Wow. This is a really, really nice room. And are these French windows around the corner? Or?
Yep, going out into a small courtyard.
Right.
Which I'll let you have a peek at later.
OK.
You guys seem to have reacted better and better as we've gone round this house.
Yeah, I could see myself sitting down there with sipping the gin and tonic.
So they're already picturing life in this lovely period house. Upstairs there are 3 good-sized bedrooms and the potential for a 4th, currently used as a study. Above that grand reception room are 2 guest bedrooms. The larger with double aspect is currently used as a twin, and next to it is a smaller double. These are served by a family bathroom. That leaves the final bedroom set above the dining room, the master ensuite. I'm hoping you'll rather like the master.
Oh, that's
Very
nice.
nice.
That's a nice size. You know, there's bags of room for a king size.
Yeah, I think so.
And it always feels bigger when the ceilings are higher.
Yeah. It feels also almost like a new house. Got the all-important ensuite for you there. Ensuite shower room there.
Looks great.
Excellent.
So, you seem to like it?
Yes.
Very much.
Good. Let's go back outside, start thinking about price, okay? Inside has wowed even Colin, and whilst the outside space may not offer much scope for Hazel's vegetable patch, there is a private rear courtyard for alfresco dining. And to the side of the property, there's an attached stone-built garage, added by the current owners. The pretty front garden is enclosed by a stone wall and mainly laid to lawn. Overall, I think that was a pretty good tour, wasn't it?
Very good, yes. Very nice.
So to bring everything together, it's on the market at what?
I think it's over the budget at £670.
I think it might be £655.
This place is on the market for offers around £650,000.
Oh, OK. I mean, as far as the house is concerned, there was absolutely no downside. I mean, it had a lovely feel.
Well, now is the time that you can really get used to this property. And I will meet you whenever you're done.
OK.
All right?
Thank
See you tomorrow. Well, of course, it was a massive gamble bringing the guys to a property that didn't have all the swathes of land, but I think it was a gamble worth taking because the house itself is absolutely stunning. Right on budget, this Grade 2 listed detached stone house offers a well-appointed kitchen and 2 reception rooms. Upstairs there are 3 bedrooms, including an ensuite. Plus, a study offers the potential for a 4th. And it's in a very desirable village location.
It's an absolutely beautiful house. I've totally fallen in love with it.
I liked this house the minute I stepped over the threshold. It had a fantastic feel. It's a house I could move into tomorrow.
The opportunity to live in such a lovely home, you can't just throw that out of the window. I have to counter that against no garden and the proximity of neighbours.
I think that I love it a little bit more than she does at the minute. If it was me, I'd probably be looking to put an offer on. So there's a lot to discuss.
Well, that is it. So compare all your thoughts on the Mystery House with the 2 properties you saw yesterday. So I'll find you somewhere quiet to do just that. Happy?
Very.
Excellent.
Okay. The rolling pastures of Dorset have made it renowned as dairy country for centuries. By the mid-19th century, butter from the region was the highest ranked in London's markets. Dorset cheese, however, had a less enviable reputation. Mainly made from skimmed milk, one Victorian commentator described it as more fitted to be used as barrow wheels than for food. Well, that's certainly not the case today. Dorset cheesemakers like Mike Pullin of Ford Farm are putting the county's cheeses on the map and winning several awards. And it all starts with the cows in the fields of the Ashley Chase estate, where we've arranged to meet up. Mike, it's a beautiful spot. I mean, it's a lovely place to come to work. And looking around, you can see lots of different coloured cows, different breeds. Why is that?
I mean, these cows, they're quite an unusual-looking bunch. They're not your standard Holstein Friesian-looking cows. You can see there's some Jersey in them. Yeah. They're pretty hardy cows. They're great converters. The constituents of the milk are very high. We want fat and protein. We want a good ratio, and these cows produce a fantastic ratio for cheese making.
The cows are fed on pasture and milked in the field with a mobile parlour. The owner of the herd is Tom Foote, who's letting me join him for today's milking. So, Tom, in my limited experience of milking parlours, this looks pretty much the same, but with one major difference.
Yes, it's on wheels.
How long have you been doing it?
This is our 5th season, so it's a relatively new business in its embryonic stage, but, you know, we're just about going now.
It takes around 3.5 to 4 hours to milk the entire 870-strong herd.
These ones done, we can take these cups off now.
OK, show me how it's done.
Right. We grab the milk line, which is a bigger tube, grease it over to take the vacuum off the cows, and gradually the vacuum drops and the cups come off.
Looks fairly simple. Can we go?
Yeah.
So this is the milk line?
Yeah.
So I put a kink in it?
Yeah.
Cause a vacuum?
And then just pull gently.
Pull. Oh, there you go. The process means the cows burn less energy walking to a parlour, which improves their yield, and the milk can then be driven to the dairy straight away, just a couple of miles down the road. Here, the curds are separated from the whey and then stirred and salted, something Mike is letting me turn my hand to now.
There you go.
Right then.
Have a go.
Let the dog see the rabbit.
That's it. That's it. Well done. Oh, that looks great.
Salting is a crucial part of the cheese-making process. It halts the acidity rising in the curd, a determining factor in the final flavour of the cheese.
At this stage, it will taste very salty. As it matures, the saltiness will disappear. Because if you just like pick up a piece of curd, then you can taste it. Yeah, so it's still very much salty, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's already nice. I like it. Tell you what, I'll be lethal here. You would have no profits. I'll be at this stuff all day long. If this tastes that good now, I can't wait to try the final product. Can we have a go?
Yeah, of course.
See the way, chef.
The cheeses are matured in barns, but transferred to a cave 6 metres below ground for their final 3 to 6 months, which imparts a unique taste. It's an age-old process that is one of the reasons Mike's products have protected designation of origin status, an EU scheme that formally champions local food making.
There's only about 1,000 tonnes left now of traditional cheese, cheddar cheese, under a PDO status, so which means it has to be made, as you saw the curd being turned by hand, so that's one part of it. The milk has to come from Dorset, Somerset, Devon or Cornwall, and it has to be a minimum 9 months old. The PDO is not actually on cheddar itself, it's on West Country farmhouse cheddar. This is all PDO cheddar in here.
Mike also diversifies and adds value by making specialist varieties such as Dorset Red, which is coloured with a plant dye called annatto, then lightly smoked, and another with added Italian truffles. But today I'm having a go at tasting or grading an 18-month-old farmhouse cheddar.
The first impressions really is the smell, so you bring that to your nose as quick as possible, all right, because that smell will disappear.
You get that instant recognition of, well, it smells quite mature actually, that cheddary smell. Can we taste this one, or grade it, sorry?
Yeah, sure, let's taste it. So what I'm going to do is push it on the end of the thing, you snap that off, okay, and then put it into your mouth.
Oh, that's lovely.
It is. This cheese actually is 18 months old. That cheese actually would actually go on a bit older.
What I love about your operation here is that you can go and meet the cows a couple of fields away, and then the whole process is right here. The world's your oyster, isn't it?
Yeah, we've done some work in Australia, we've done some work in France, so...
Watch this space.
Watch this space.
Well, I could stay and grade Mike's cheese till the cows come home, but it's time to see if we found a home for Colin and Hazel here in Dorset. Well, at a guess, I think the mystery property might just be edging it at the moment. But for Hazel and Colin, it's not without its compromises. So let's find out their thoughts. So, you've had a bit of time to think things through. Have you found it all?
It's been fascinating and incredibly helpful in terms of our thinking. We feel as if we've been on a roller coaster in some senses over the last, few days.
Do you have a favourite property, Hazel?
Yes, the Mystery House.
How's it done it this time?
It's a beautiful house. It's everything we would choose personally inside. The village and the whole ambiance around the house was just perfect.
One of the facets that appealed to me so much is that not only is it a beautiful house, it's so pristine inside. It almost looks like a show home.
I think you're right.
You could move in tomorrow. You would not have to do anything.
So what's the plan? What's next up for you?
We're going to go back, walk around the village, go back to see the house, so that we can be sure about what we should do.
Whether it's for you or not for you, you'll know after a second viewing, won't you?
Yes. And the one thing it has done, even if we decide that that house is not for us, it has really focused our minds on the fact that being so close to the village was exactly where we wanted to be.
Well, I wish you both the very best of luck. Please, please, let us know what you decide, won't you?
Certainly will.
We certainly will, and thank you for your time. It's been fantastic.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Great. Been great.
Well, it looks like the gamble of the Mystery House might just have paid off yet again. But for Colin, and let's face it, Hazel in particular, it's now more about whether or not they can set aside their need for that huge garden in order to get their hands on, let's face it, a stunning mystery house in a beautiful village and the community that comes with it. But that's what this second viewing is all about, so I can't wait to find out their final decision and look forward to seeing you next time. Hazel and Colin decided not to go ahead with the mystery house, but have fallen in love with the village it's in and hope to find another house there soon. If you would like to escape to the country in England, Northern Ireland, Wales or Scotland and need our help, you can apply online at bbc.co.uk/beonashow.